Hi guys, folks, dudes, how are you all? Hope you're all okay. So here's a quick video that I want to do update. I think it's update number 4, I think, of all the updates together. I've got my windows open at the minute because it's really, really hot over here in England. We're going to have another heat wave, I think. The hottest day of the year, Wednesday, Thursday, I think, this week. In fact, I'll just close the windows. Okay, right, so this is the kit I've been doing for my Bosnia build. Now, yes, I know before all the riveters and all God knows whatever else start that they didn't have Bmp3s in Bosnia, which is technically wrong because they did have a couple in fact, because I've seen a couple of pictures of them. But anyway, they weren't active. I don't think they were like prolific anyway, shall we say. I know they were BMP ones mainly. Anyway, by the by, I'm not getting into that argument because I can't be arsed. So this is the version I'm using for my Bosnia build. Now, I did state when I first started it that it's not going to be accurate and all that type of thing. But like I say, I don't care. It's my build. Right, so this kit has been done. It's been slightly weathered, but it's not fully done until I've built the warrior and the actual and I start weathering the diorama, because I want to make it, I want to sort of weather them all together so it sort of makes sense, if you know what I mean, and they look sort of together, not a bit odd. So let's just move these out of the way. So the BMP, here she is. So that's the BMP at the minute. She's all done and dusted. The tracks are on, but they're not 100% stuck properly, like level, because I want it to be on a bit of uneven ground, because it's actually going to be sort of parked up partly on a curb, so that's not 100% done straight. The weathering I've done is oil paint all on the side. I've made it to look dirty and that there. I've got to do the wheels and that, but that's not done yet. I couldn't make my mind up whether I wanted the log on or the ditching log on or off, but I've decided I'm going to have it on. So yeah, it's done, it's dusted, it's got a bit of an interior. These sort of Trumpeter kits have a bit of an interior, which is okay. It's basic, there's no engine to it, but it's okay. It's it's the first interior kit that I've done, that I've sealed the two holes together. I usually leave them unsealed so you can take them off and whatever else. I've added the oil dot filter weathering technique, or whatever you want to call it, on top. I just use mainly greens for that. I just wanted a different hues of greens to see here and there. Again, I've added the mud onto the side, just sort of the start of the base for the mud and the weathering. The engine I haven't added anything onto yet, or the vents here. The oil weathering is not sealed, so it can still be moved about, but even though it's near enough dry now, so it's probably going to be a lot of work if I did want to move it around. But yeah, I'm satisfied with it. I'm happy, shall we say, which in modelling terms is big. The figures are done for this part, which are, I was going to use these figures for the dio. Not the greatest of figures, even though they're a newish kit. This guy, the sniper's hands here, oh my word, they look proper deformed. The tank commander vehicle driver's hands here, while holding the map, it's like sort of huge, and his arm looks huge to me. and he seems to be the only sort of decent figure I think there is in this. But you know, a bit of craft and work and that seems to be okay. So let's have a look at them. So this is the first one. I haven't attached the. Can you see them? Not very well, can you? At all? No. Let's see if we can take the light off. Hang on, how do we take the light off? Okay, I can't take the light off. Well, anyway, here is. Where's the light? Let's see if we can take the light off. Okay, that's not working very well, but still. Yeah, so I'll do it like from here for now. Painted. He's had a wash on him, a dusty wash, so I've added. I don't know why I've done that, to be honest. He needs cleaning up here and there. It's a bit too much on certain bits. I've given him Adidas trainers. I just fancy giving him some trainers, I think. I don't know why. He's the sniper. I'm quite happy with him. I've added a bit of oil painting, weathering to the boots just for a bit of mud. Yeah, he's okay. I'm quite happy with him. He will probably stand sort of. This is just how I set it up earlier, just so you could have a look at how it looked. This is my favourite one. I've given him a blue helmet for like the UN peacekeeping helmet sort of thing that they had. I just need to play about with the strap a bit more because I believe that the strap would probably be a bit sort of hanging down a bit more. This is actually a resin figure. In fact, I think he was one of my favourite figures actually. He's very good. He's from a site in America. Well, he cost about £3, something like that, including delivery, which I thought was good. Then, of course, here's the driver, the commander. Again, he's had a wash on him, a dust, like a creamy wash, a buff wash. I don't know why I've added that on. I think it was just more experimenting, just see how it looks. But I'm going to take that, again, I think I'm going to darken that down and add a bit of a better wash to that. So we'll be doing that. And then I got some of I just made one of these sort of boxes up. They're like water boxes and beer boxes and that, and I just thought, you know, I'll make one up just to see what they look like. The guns and all that type of thing are all done. The straps are done on them. And then I've added a bit of tape around for the extra magazine pouch. It's sort of as though it's like, you know, holding the magazine pouch on. The straps, I know a few guys are probably going to ask me how I make the straps. Let's just have a look. Where are we? Okay, so the straps are made out of these. It's like jammy dog tape, which is really thin stuff. I tend to do them out of that, which is quite thin stuff, or I do it out of the Tamiya, the bendy tape, but they're really thin. The smallest one you can get, which I think is 1mm or 2mm. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll pull it straight and cut a bit off, stick a bit on the mat, and then just cut it to shape. Well, that's how I make my slings. But that's really easy tip, really. That's how I do them. I think they look a bit better than the foil bits and bobs that they can use. And then I've got a little map on this sort of book thing map casing that's for the driver, which is going to go in his hand. But yeah, that's where we are on this one, guys. It's not, you know, it's nearly done. Well, it is done. It just needs the weathering properly done to it. Quick update on that. That's where we are with that BMP. Sorry if I sound a bit distant. I can hear my son banging around and I don't want him to come in and ruin the video. The next build on is this Warrior. This is going on to the Bosnia build, which I've started already. Just got to do I've done the wheels and that, just got to clean them up and that, and then it's the lower hull which I'll start on. Which hopefully I might do some today. I'm not feeling particularly great, so I might not. But we start on the lower hull next, and then build through. This is going to be a bit of a challenge because it's going to be my first time painting UN peacekeeping colour, which is white, or the I4 colour, which is the green and brown, is it, or green and black, I think it is. Camouflage colours. I'm going to actually do it the white, I think. Have a go at that, see what it's like, see how I do that. And then I've got a couple of figures I'm going to use out of other kits because it's quite hard to come by. British tank crew and that, really hard to come by, in fact. But that'll be my next. That's on me bench as we speak, I suppose. Is it? Is that what we call it? So yeah, apart from that, that's what we're doing at the minute. But going back to this, the tracks, yeah, the tracks are like Lincoln, not Lincoln length, they're just separate link ones. You'll probably see a bit of shiny bits here and there. It's just a super glue where it's attached to the tyre. I will be obviously changing, and I'll blend that in eventually towards the end of the build when I'm weathering it properly. Have I had any problems with it? Yeah, the Bmp3, for some reason, the last Bmp3 I did of Trumpeter, it had exactly the same problem. But here, on the interior part, you've got like where the entrance to the internal part of the tank, it's really it just doesn't match up, and it sort of goes dead wonky. So I've had to cut the nib off underneath that connects into like the pipe. It's like connecting parts. So I've cut all that off. And then you have to measure it up and make it go that way. So it's a bit awkward. That side doesn't particularly, like I say, it doesn't fit particularly well. Every part, and I mean literally every part, has had a bit of flash on here and there, which has needed a lot of clean up. A lot of surgery has been needed on parts to make them fit. But strangely enough, I've enjoyed it. I really have enjoyed the build. The grab handles on here and the handles to protect the front lights. They are copper wiring that are just bent and made into shape. The gun barrel is metal because the kit gun barrel was warped and shockingly bad. But the RB barrel kit comes with the MGs as well, and you get like a couple of little rounds that you can add. Only 2 shells that you could obviously add for the diorama. The aerials are copper wiring again. What else have we done? Again, it comes with a little MG on the side of the turret there, which I don't know if you'll see, but it comes there. That's where are we? Let's get a little pointy stick. Little MG there. That comes with a kit too. It's got a bit of photo etch with the kit, which is the vent. There's a little bit of photo etch there. Photo etch on top of the smoke grenade discharges, and photo etch for the log, the brackets for the log, and that's about it for the photo etch, I think. But yeah, all in all, I've enjoyed it. It's a great kit, apart from obviously the fit issues, and if you're willing to do a bit of surgery, then you know it's okay. Trumpeter do a hell of a lot of versions of the BMP, so if you want one, it's worth having a go. But that's where we are, guys. So the next updates now will be the Warrior, and then the figures for that too. So that's about it, really. Hope you're well. Hope you'll stay safe, and may the force be with you.